All right. Welcome everyone, colleagues. I hope you can hear me clearly. Welcome to today's Dr. Nwaru's research tips and tricks. So this is the September edition, and we are looking at a very important topic, And I believe that you will be happy that we go through this. Okay, so as usual, I will send you to your breakout sessions now. As usual, I will do it automatically, and so you may fall into any of those groups. So please take a picture of this. And take it to your breakout session so that you don't forget what you need to do. So please take a picture of this. What is on your screen as I send you out? I'm going to give you 15 to 20 minutes discussing your group, and then appoint someone who will come back and tell us what you have discussed in 1 minute. All right, tell us what you have discussed in 1 minute. So it's an automatic assignment so that you don't determine what you're going to. So group 1, you have what is there. I am a creative person. So the question is, how do you know that? What parameters do you use to determine your creativity? All right, so you come back to tell us that. Group 2, creativity is a hard nut for me to crack. Well, I can be creative in many other things, but being creative in research is the difficult part for me. How does that resonate with you? Is that your experience? If not, let us know what are your experience. So bring the average response from your group back. And the group number 3, no discipline can be creative on its own right. It must lean on the shoulders of other disciplines to exercise its creativity. Creativity thrives most in a multidisciplinary environment. All right, I've created the group now and it's opened. I will bring you back in 15 to 20 minutes. So please join your group. See you in 15 to 20 minutes. I don't see anybody joining the group. What is happening, my people? Is somebody hearing me at all? Give me a signal if you're hearing me.
Yes, we hear you.
You hear me? I don't see people joining the groups.
No one joined this.
Oh, they're not happy with this question. Do I change the questions? I have opened the breakout rooms. Are you not getting the signal from your end to join or? Okay, maybe I close it and try it again. Let me close that again. Maybe something went wrong. Recreate. Assign automatically. Okay, so I do it again. I open it now. Let's see. I'll still bring you back in 15 to 20 minutes.
The sign
Those
appeared on my side. The sign appeared on my side. It appears on my side, so I think everyone received a message
no,
to join the room.
I see them joining now. I see them joining now. Okay, so please have a very good discourse. All right, I guess we are all back. Let's see who is presenting for group number 1, please. Just raise your hand, then I will ask you to unmute yourself. Group number 1, who has been assigned to present in 1 minute. All right, Mozamel, please tell us what you have discussed.
Hello, Prof, and hello, everyone.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly. Go ahead.
Yeah, concerning the question 1, I am creative person. How do you know that? Yes, we are creative, and the parameter which we have, or parameter for the creative person, that can be enjoy with new ideas and concepts, and also can be curious and imagination, and can be and have the critical thinking, and can face the challenges which he find in their work. Additionally, can be hard worker and originality, and ability to be visualize the things. Last point, to be self-reliance, to believe in their self and to do hard work here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so is Uchechi for group number 2? If so, please just unmute yourself and speak.
Yes, good afternoon, Prof. Good afternoon, everyone.
afternoon.
Yes. I'm representing group 2, and we looked at creativity is a hard nut for me to crack. Well, I can be creative in many other things, but being creative in research is difficult part for me. How does this resonate with you? So in group 2, we all shared our perspective, like about 4 persons joined their voices, I believe others were in tandem with what they said. Probably that's why they did not say anything further. So I started by sharing that, yes, in some parts of my life, like from the women or a female perspective, you find yourself, trying different recipe while growing up. And that's a kind of creativity. But I found it a hard nut to crack when I came into the research field, because I found myself with very few ideas. Anytime there were calls for proposals in my institution, I found I only had one proposal. And that's because I did not even have ideas. And some other person said, the format said, yes, ideating was also very difficult. But as we all navigated in our various career, she came from the administrative parts before she became a lecturer. And then Samson also said he came from the entrepreneurial aspect before I think he joined research. That at those points where we're doing other things. Hello, can someone hear me?
We hear you clearly.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 minute is running out.
Okay, at those points, we were all doing very well in our various aspects, but in research, it was very difficult. But as we were exposed to platforms like ASFI, exposing ourselves to trainings, experiences in the field, things are becoming a lot more easier. We can now ID it. And for me, I said I was able to access some grants because I now had, a very good proposal to present. But all of us joined our voice saying, the reason we're here this afternoon, one of the core reasons why we're here in this program is to assess nuggets that will help us to grow our creativity so that we're able to innovate in research. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Okay, group number 3. Who is presenting from group number 3? No one was assigned. Okay. All right, I have Eunice, please. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, Rob. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, in a group 3, we were 10 of us, about 4 people we spoke on no discipline can be creative on its own right. It must lean on the shoulders of other disciplines to exercise its creativity. Creativity thrives most in a multidisciplinary environment. Yeah, the first person was of the opinion that, no discipline can thrive, can be creative on its own right, but that you have to first nurture your creativity first in your discipline before you can be able to take from other disciplines. Creativity thrives most in the multidisciplinary environment. Yes, creativity thrives most in a multidisciplinary environment because people blend their diverse expertise, and when they blend their diverse expertise, they foster innovative thinking, and they are able to solve problems in the complex world like the global village. That they agree that a collaborative environment encourages a high volume of creative ideas because people benefit from varied perspectives and different types of methodologies. And they also say that there is cross-pollination of ideas when disciplines, when people from various disciplines come together. And so this leads to unique insights that can address complex challenges effectively. And they also say that a supportive team climate and open communication enhances an individual's contribution. And so when these individuals come together, their ideas will stimulate creativity in an individual and and within the group.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, Prof.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you all the groups for your fantastic thoughts. Let me see if I can just give some of these tips and finish up before I release you. Yes, creativity is important. And as you have seen, I put here the ingredient for real innovation. And I often say this in many contexts. In many contexts, I find myself, you see, many times we underestimate ourselves. That's one thing I do with my kids. They come, they draw something, they come and they say, Daddy, look at this. And I look at it. Wow, this is imagination. This powerful imagination. But I ask them, is it the best it can be? Can you make it better? Well, I will try. Yes, try. Make it better. I think it can look better. And they come again. So there is a push towards being not overtly, but realizing the potential you have to improve and become better, to change situations, to put innovativeness into it. And this is actually the foundation for doing great things. You know, many times we think that what we do as researchers, scientists, or professionals lies within the four walls of the room, whether it's a lab, or it's an office, or it's a classroom, or it's a church, or it's a mosque, wherever, or I'm going to work. And that is when you begin to boost out what is inside you about your work. So the point I'm making is that I see that many times we'll underestimate our abilities. All right? We underestimate our abilities, the potentials we have. So that really prevents us from exercising a lot of the creativity that is in us. If you look at definitions, I always start with this. You can see just the ordinary dictionaries on the internet. I see Oxford Languages Dictionary said the use of imagination or original ideas to create something, inventiveness, imagination. It's not out, it's inside. All right, you're looking at a cube in your hand, and you're looking at it with people. All right, but you're seeing something else. And somebody said, but how do you see that? You're seeing what has not been created, what is not in that cube can become. That is what you're seeing. Because the cube has been created, you have seen that is there, but there's something else you're seeing on that cube. But other people don't see it. Why? Because there is power in your imagination that you're using, other people are not using. Wikipedia, the ability to form novel and valuable ideas or works using the imagination. Imagination comes here again. The power of imagination. God himself was good when he put this in human beings. All right? He put it in human beings so that they can exercise those abilities. Imagination. There is power in imagination. Ability to make or otherwise bring into existence something new, whether a new solution to a problem, a new method, or a device, or a new artistic object or form. These are very basic definitions, but they are powerful. Because for us as scientists, I always stress on this platform, we have one goal: to make our society a better place. You see, many African societies fail because we have leaders. So don't tell anybody what I'm going to say. Sorry, don't look for me. We have leaders that are, well, I will whisper it, but don't tell anybody, who are dumb upstairs. If you agree with me, you can add voice to that so that they know I'm not the only one giving them trouble. But leaders who are dumb upstairs, and then they recruit dumb advisors around them, dumb ministers around them, people who do not use the power of their imagination. The only thing they think about is money. And I tell you, anybody who has a money mindset is a very poor person, very poor. Because money is not in the bank. Money is not in the bank. Where is money? If I ask you, where is money? If you want to be wealthy, if you want to be rich, where is money? I once told somebody when we were discussing the issue of money some time ago, and I said, I'm not in this world to make money. that it doesn't attract me. I'm actually here to create wealth. And the person was looking at me, what do you mean by that? Oh, goodness me. This conversation, the person has not imagined before. I said, I am here to create wealth. And I gave an example. You see, there are things you do in this world, and you can go to anywhere in the world and knock on doors, and doors open. All right? Why? Because you have created wealth. So money is not in the bank. Money is in you. Money is in you. If you want to increase your salary, it is in you. Let's say today you're earning $1,000 a month. If you want to take it to $5,000, it is in you. It is in you. But you see, our society is so money driven that you get that $1,000 before you were earning maybe $500. You don't want to. It's like you are in heaven. Your imagination is blocked. Your mind is closed. You are only thinking about what is in your hand. You are not thinking about what is in you. The infinite potential that can come out and even raise that. And imagination closes and creativity closes. Well, let me move. Time is going. Let's go closer to academics. And this is California State University, Northridge. This is what they said. Creativity is the tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, or possibilities that may be useful in solving problems, communicating with others, and entertaining ourselves and others. It says recognizing ideas, generating ideas, recognizing and generating alternatives. And that is the question I ask my kids. Is that all you can do with this? Can you improve on it? Can you change it? What if you're looking at it this way? What if you're looking at it this way? Imagination can bring possibilities. Second one, any act or idea or product that changes an existing domain or that transforms an existing domain into a new one. What counts is whether the novelty he or she produces is acceptable for inclusion in the domain. And that is why, personally, I don't like going to places where I say, well, that is not the way we do it. That's not the way we. I don't go there. I don't like it. I don't like going there because it's so restrictive. It's so restrictive for me because I want to explore potentials. We have been in this department and we have been working in this way for the last 30 years. What do you want to change this? Goodness me. Who established what was being done until now? Is it not somebody who has one head and two legs and two hands? Can't we also think, can we improve on this? We restrict creativity that can change and increase our potential. Psychology today, creativity encompasses the ability to discover new and original ideas, connections, and solutions to problems. Is a part of our drive as humans, fostering resilience, sparking joy, providing opportunities for self-actualization. Sorry, that went down. Actually, creativity brings joy to us. Creativity makes our life joyous. All right? Well, I don't have so much time. Time is running, and I don't like it. And so, sometimes I feel like I can just hold it there, hold it there. And when I hold it there, it stops in every way. That itself is actually creativity too. Thinking, imagining. All right, characteristics of creative people. Like what I just said now, they are restless people. Creative people are restless. So those who said in group number 1, yes, we are creative. If you are not restless, then you need to check yourself. Go to the creativity doctor and they will check you. Maybe there are some stimuli that need to be stimulated to get you restless. They are always on the move. They look out for new possibilities. They test for novelty. They are not comfortable just sitting down. They're always on the move. Their imaginations are going. Oh, this guy found this. Wow. But is their language. But you understand what I mean? They are restless. Creative people are restless. They don't stand at a point. 2, they are both risk takers. They are courageous. They step into the unknown. They are not deterred by failure. And I've talked about failure as one of our this thing here. I've talked about failure. They don't care about failure. In fact, they see failure as a stepping stone. They take risk. So as you are here, whether you are a scientist, you're a researcher, if you're not taking risk, you will not make much impact. You will not. You need to take risk. Take risk. And I like some funders that will say they like risky projects. Yeah. The out-of-the-box thinkers, they thrive in originality. They are not content with status quo. This is the way it is. No, they seek to redefine situations and own their own story. That is creative people. So in your research, you're just doing the way they have done it in the past. You go and you look at the thesis. You say, oh, okay, let me do this thing. Okay, let me do that. Okay, let me do that. No, put it out and go somewhere and sit and begin to imagine what could be, what are possibilities. They lead with their hearts. They are guided with passion and convictions. They often challenge the norms and bureaucracies. They are not swayed by accolades or the fear of criticism, because there's something that is burning inside. You don't understand that, and you may not see it, but it is tangible. All right? It is tangible. They are curious people. That is their fuel. There's an innate desire to understand the world. They ask questions, so why? And sometimes, you see, when we have kids, they start asking, you shut them up. You're asking too much. What is it? Maybe you don't know that you have actually given birth to creativity. You don't know. They ask questions. They seek for answers. And if that child is shut up, what happens is that the environment is closed for creativity too to be bettered. They're independent-minded. They cherish independence. They're independent-minded. They don't go with the crowd. They look for a solitary place actually to reflect, to engage in deep reflections. They're independent-minded people. The crowd may be saying something, and that's why I say you have a cube, you're looking at it, you're seeing something, but they are seeing something else. Yes, they're independent-minded people. And that is what brings out the best in them. They are dreamers and visionaries. Yes, they are dreamers and visionaries. They dare to think beyond the present. So you are looking at cube, you are seeing the cube, but they are seeing beyond that. You talk with them, from your speech, you implicate yourself. Why? Because you come to complain and they tell you, but look at this. And you're there, you open your mouth wide. Wow, you are a genius. No, he just used his imagination. He just used his capabilities to think. All right? Yes. Yeah, there is an irony to them. They can be fickle. And what that means is that moving from here cold to hot, they oscillate between ideas. They are here today, they are there tomorrow. So, but Kai, what is the problem? You see, you may think that is a weakness, but it's not actually weakness. It is their nature that they are open to new experiences, new ideas. They embrace it, and it can change what they have because they are open to change. They're open to create new things. All right? Yeah. And yeah, the irony of that, I will not go through this. I will not go through this. But Mihaly has really said a lot of things here. Let me see. They said they can be remarkably humble and proud at the same time. As this is an example. So there's an irony to them. All right, they are very passionate about their work, yet they can be extremely objective about it as well. So even though they are passionate about their work, they can be the greatest critics of their own work as well. All right, they have a combination of playfulness, and at the same time, they are disciplined. And so you work with a creative person and you think that, oh, because he plays with you and that is all that it is to him. No. He's disciplined. When it's time for him to spend time to do what he needs to do, he's disciplined to do that. And if you are not a creative person and you're working, we think that he's only playing. No, he's not only playing. I hope you understand. Maybe you had some coursemate or classmates like that you are playing. When the exam comes, they are the A student. But I was playing with it. What happened? Something happened. All right. So how do you become? I know that may be the question now. I will conclude with that. Engage with nature. That is the first. There are many ways you can do this, but I'll just give you some of these. Engage with nature. Some of us, especially some of us from Africa, we do not know the value of nature. I love nature. It has a way or even ways to inspire us beyond our imagination. Sometimes during the summer, I take out my kids. We go to the forest and we look out for ants. And what we do is that we feed them. But it's something I imagine there. I can see the eyes of these kids watching. How does it happen? Look at the pile of ants. Where do they even go? And I tell you, when I was little, I told them a story that happened when I was small. I put myself in trouble in my house with my mom. And I received big beating that day. Because since I was young, I used to imagine, they used to tell us a story. My father used to say, do you know the ants, when they go there, they have bedroom, they have sitting room, they have toilet. I said, wow, I wish I can see how these tiny things, how would their toilet look like? So one day I know there is an ant hole in the middle of my compound. Everybody left. They didn't have a plan because I wanted to dig to go to see where their house is, their rooms, how it's decorated. And I started digging this, and I started digging the ground, digging it. I never knew how I have destroyed the compound just looking for the ants, and I never found their bedrooms and toilets and kitchen. And then it was there my mother came. I was looking at, what is this? What have you done? And I didn't know what I have done. nature can inspire us. God made it in that way. The little flowers, the sparrows. What is it? The rabbits. They can inspire us. Just sitting down and watching them can give us inspiration. Meditation. Meditate. It has a way to clear your mind. Find some solitary place and meditate. Just meditate. Think about situations. Think about life. Calm yourself and meditate. It has a way to clear your mind to become pure again. Get moving. I mentioned this as one of their characteristics. Moving around has been linked to increased performance on creative tests. Creative people don't sit. You see, you go to the office, you are there, you close the door, you sit there for 5 hours, for 4 hours, for 3 hours. Creative people are restless. They move. And it is when they move, you see, they have an idea, they sit down, this idea, they are blocked. Once they leave and half an hour they come back, you see that they get through with what they were struggling with before. Because movement has a way to clear our minds and motivate us. Connect with different kinds of people. That is the question. Group number 3 was asking multidisciplinarity. Yes, diversity has a way to bring inspiration. Diversity can bring inspiration. So those people who say, well, I'm not in the field of this, you see, if you engage in that, you begin to learn things that will improve what you are doing. So stop this subtle discrimination of disciplines. We are all one. We are there to encourage us. That is why there is a course we have, we call it the Art of Scientific Writing and Publishing. That is coming in October. If you have not applied for it, I mean, you have to do it. All right. Just to finish, there's an art to science and science in art. The two are not enemies, but different aspects of the whole. Creativity in science could be described as the act of putting 2 and 2 together to make 5. Technical skill is mastery of complexity, while creativity is mastery of simplicity. Wow. These are powerful, powerful. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Just to say, we'll be discussing about networking. You must be collegiate networking in October. So please join us, 25th of October. And this Sunday, we are looking at the power of volcanic ash, sustaining Africa's buildings. This is an innovation, volcanic ash. What is it? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. Even if I know, I'm a novice like you in it, but I'm looking forward to hearing it. So please join us. Yeah, we are still celebrating what is happening in ASFI Research Journal. The papers are coming out. We invite you to submit. You'll be happy you did, because we are out to bring quality. We are out to bring excellence. We are out to bring impact. So our submission portal is live. So please submit your papers. Yeah, the big one in town, our conference is coming. Plans are in full gear. The late breaking abstract ends on Monday. If you have not submitted, hurry up. And then the early bird registration also ends on Monday. After Monday, it doubles. So, okay, the Art of Scientific Writing and Publishing, I mentioned this. For the conference, we have our keynote speakers. They are ready. I hope you are. Have a very wonderful program we want to have this year, telling the story of where people have come from and where they are today. My career, my story, how I became me in career and influence. And then, as usual, as we did last year, we are going to be looking at the issue of ethical innovation, respectables, as our panel discussion, we'll have our panelists lined up. And the boot camp, we have 2 workshops that I don't think you would want to miss out. All right, so colleagues, thank you for joining us this afternoon. I can, if you want to lend your voice before you leave, I wish you a very wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you, Professor. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prof, for these interesting lectures. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Okay. All right, we'll post this on YouTube and then you'll be able to get the slides when they are there. Have a wonderful weekend.